prep and some of the benefits. Meal prepping is amazing if you are always on the go or busy because it allows you to add more whole foods into your diet without the hassle of having to cook every single day. Something that I personally like to do is I like to try different recipes every week, and I like to have some protein available, some sort of carbohydrate and vegetables, so that way if I'm not feeling like that particular recipe, I can also mix and match and don't get bored of the same meal. So for my protein today, I have some chicken, and if you're vegan, you can use some nuts or chickpeas or tempeh tofu, whatever source of protein you like. I am using today chicken, but feel free to modify. For my vegetables, I have kale, which I buy every single week, or depending, some other weeks I will buy spinach or other leafy greens. And when you're buying leafy greens, it's important that you buy them organic because these are, you can't build them, so they probably have more herbicides or pesticides that you don't want to eat. So if you can, buy them organic. So we're going to start cutting our vegetables and getting things ready, and then I'll show you what recipes we're making.
We are going to start with our butternut squash, and it may look intimidating to chop up, but it's very easy to cook. And the squash is relatively low in carbohydrates, very high in fiber, and it's also high in potassium, which can undercut the effects of a high sodium diet. I am now cutting my sweet potato, and make sure that you cut your vegetables into the same size so they can cook evenly.
Okay, now that our veggies are in the oven, we are going to work on the chicken. And I put a whole chicken in a roasting pan. I personally like a whole chicken because I can have it by itself, or I can shred it and put it in salads. You can also use the bones afterwards to make bone broth. And bone broth is really good for your skin. It's a great source of collagen, and you can have it as a snack, or whenever you feel like something warm, you can drink your bone broth. So I added some onion already to my roasting pan, and I'm just going to sprinkle the chicken with olive oil, and I'm going to season it with some salt, garlic powder, and pepper. Another thing that you can do to save time is to add your veggies to the same pan, so that way you don't have to do them separately. Okay, now that we marinated the chicken, I put some basil just to give it some flavor, and we're going to put it in the oven for about 50 minutes because of its size, but just make sure that it's cooked. You don't want it to be pink or reddish. Another thing that I like to do is have fresh fruit, so I can make a quick fruit salad, and this one is going to have some cucumbers. So I already chopped them for you, but it's super easy. You just basically chop the cucumbers, add some watermelon, and this is going to be a very nice, refreshing salad, especially for those warm days. I'm just gonna add some tomatoes, a few nuts, and we have some goat cheese. I'm also going to add some fresh mint to top it up with that, and some balsamic vinegar. And here you have it, a super easy, quick salad. Okay, our veggies are done now, and we have the chicken in the oven. So while we wait for the chicken, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mix for the butternut squash, and that is going to become a warm kale butternut squash salad. It is delicious and vegan as well. So what you can do is add some nuts to the food processor. So I'm using a third cup, and also a third of a cup of nutritional yeast, which is gonna give us that cheesy flavor, and it is also very high in B vitamins. And we're going to add a little bit of olive oil, about 1 tablespoon, and blend it out. Alright, so for the veggies, I am going to put the sweet potatoes and the carrots in my glass container, and when you're meal prepping, you definitely need containers. Glass containers I find that are a great way to keep the food fresh. So throughout the week. So I'm going to leave the butternut squash here for our next recipe, which is the kale butternut squash salad. Okay, so our first container is done, and we have our roasted vegetables here. You can add them to your chicken. You can also cook another protein during the week. For example, fish is very quick and easy to make, and you can add your veggies to that, or you can put them in a salad. And moving on to our butternut squash salad, we're going to sprinkle the mix that we just made, and we're going to add some kale, put it in the oven, and it's done. Okay, now we're gonna drizzle some olive oil, mix it up, and put it in the oven for about 7 minutes. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, let me know how it goes, try it for yourself, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and I'll talk to you soon.